All right, everyone. Welcome to this TTC face-off. Last time we did this was like what, a couple years ago, I believe, right?
Oh yeah, this is awesome. So it's like we did that on the Monday Night
Yep.
Football game. That was
Yeah.
a crazy fucking game. But yeah. Now we got the NFC fucking championship.
Yeah.
That's
This is
crazy.
for all the Marvel. Now the winner goes to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I put I
And
put I
yeah,
put I put on my Facebook that this game was for all the cheese.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna,
man,
it's gonna be an interesting game.
it's crazy.
But
I
let's
never
see.
I never knew that my team would be in this position in the first place. And looking back on it
Yeah.
now, coming into this year, we had the hardest schedule going in the NFL, and now we're here. So
Yep.
I'm proud. I'm proud of what my team has been able to accomplish.
Yeah. I mean, I asked you this question off air, but I'll ask you for the viewers so they know. Do you think when Kyle Shanahan leaves, you don't think that Matt Ryan's going to be under Gress and not be the same quarterback? Do you?
Oh, of course not. Of course not. Matt Ryan's had success, with other offensive coordinators, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's having his best season, of course, with Kyle Shanahan. Don't get me wrong, but also at the same time, it's just we have too much talent on our offense not to be explosive. I honestly feel like I could be the coach of the Atlanta Falcons offense and still give them like 30 or 40 points a game because it's just
Yeah.
like you got Julio Jones, arguably one of the best receivers of all time. You got Taylor Gabriel, who's just a fucking speed demon. This guy runs quick, just past defenders, and he's a new up and coming receiver who gets like a 60-yard touchdown every game. You got Muhammad Sanu has proven to be a great slot receiver and a good like an amazing fucking second receiver. You got also Aldrick Robertson, who's doing really well. Justin Hardy, who's balling out in the second year. Not to mention, we have the best running back duo in the NFL, and
Yeah.
fucking Freeman and Coleman. And then we got Alex Mack, who's arguably the best center in the league. Some
Mm-hmm.
people say. Hmm.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah,
was a
it's
good
a.
pick.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, now Matt
I
Ryan.
think the Falcons team. I think they're one for rough teams. I think the winner of this, honestly, if you have to ask me, I think the winner of this has to go on to win the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm
Uh,
tired of seeing the AFC take it, and I know AFC and NFC are tied with the record thing or whatever. So NFC's got to prove there's the superior conference.
exactly. Yeah, and I think we are.
Yeah,
And oh my god, why do I have all these fucking liberals commenting on my shit? Can't they fucking take a joke? Like seriously. They gotta get in their little fucking safe spaces and cry. If I made a fucking joke about,
yeah,
Hillary and shit, no fucking Republican would give a shit.
yeah.
But,
But yeah, I mean, if my team wins, I mean the team I would want to go on to face is the Patriots because Tom Brady and Rodgers just to prove the debate once and for all on who's better. I mean, it's
yeah.
not going to decide who's better, but
Mhm.
go in for a QB duel. But if I ask you, what team would you rather face if you go to the Super Bowl, Steelers or Patriots?
The Patriots actually. I feel like we match up better against them. I don't know why. I feel like we can't
I think
expose their
the Steelers.
defense.
If you saw, I mean, the Steelers. If you don't have a good offense, I mean, you could obviously when you saw that game against the Chiefs, the Steelers were held to like field goal the whole game.
Yeah,
I mean,
but the Chiefs have one of the best defenses in the league.
yeah, that's true too. And but also though their offense wasn't really up to par because they could have easily scored on every possession maybe if they would have because as many times as they held them to field goal. So
Yeah,
I
exactly.
feel like I feel like the Steelers would be the weakest link of going to the Super Bowl because I feel like Matt Ryan or Aaron Rodgers would just expose their secondary.
Well, yeah, I'm hoping you're right. I don't know. It's always scary to face the Steelers in the Super Bowl because they'll get a lot of ref calls their way.
Yeah, that too.
Mhm.
I think it'd be more on your guys' side though because we're more because the way we played, they kind of call it down the middle. with us the last time we played.
Yeah.
But you guys would probably be like,
So let's talk about this game. All right.
oh yeah,
All right. I think we're both biased towards our teams. That's pretty obvious.
yeah.
But and we obviously think our fucking team is going to win. I'm gonna state why I think my team is going to win, and I think how the game is gonna go. All right, I think my team is gonna win. One, we already beat you guys, and I know that sometimes it could be different. You could beat a team in the regular season, and they could come back and beat you in the playoffs. Yes, and it was only by 1 point. I'm aware of that, but in that game, I feel like you guys had more weapons at wide receiver for sure. I mean, if I'm understanding this right, Jordy Nelson's not playing.
yeah,
Devontae Adams may not play either, and Geronimo Allison is hurt. And Geronimo, like, those are your, like, I mean, the only good wide receiver you really have left is probably Randall Cobb. I guess Jared Cook is all right, but he's no Jordy Nelson. You know what I mean? He's no, Devontae Adams.
hmm
And you have Ty Montgomery. I mean, and you guys had a few good runs against Dallas. Like, I watched that game. Your offense was able to move the ball and everything, but I do think we have a way better defense than Dallas. I mean, we completely shut out the Seahawks offense for most of the game. We have one of the best sackers in the league. We have arguably, the best, defense. We have the defensive rookie in the year, Deion Jones. And not to mention, I think, our offense against your defense is another mismatch. I mean, you got Morgan Burnett is hurt. You don't have I don't know. I think didn't Gunter get hurt? Because I remember him getting hurt last game.
He got hurt, but he ended up coming back though.
Yeah, but even still, I mean, he allowed Des Bryant to burn him sometimes, and if he's one-on-one with Julio or Taylor Gabriel, and Taylor Gabriel burned him last game too. I mean, that's not going to be a good matchup. And then plus, we also got a running game over you guys. We got the best duo of running backs in the league, and you guys don't have shit. I mean, I know you because James Starks is injured, Eddie Lacy is injured. It doesn't look good for you guys on the running back side. Yes, you guys do have Aaron Rodgers, who's playing hot as hell right now. And you have one of the best offensive lines in the league, which scares me. Because, I mean, Aaron Rodgers will kill you. I mean, he could run, but if that's all you got compared to what we have, some people can say that Matt Ryan is having a better season than Aaron Rodgers. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Matt Ryan almost put up the same exact numbers as Aaron Rodgers last week against a better Seahawk defense. And I'm not saying that all time Matt Ryan is better than Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl for fuck's sake and had more playoff success. So Aaron Rodgers would be better, but I don't know. I feel like this is Matt Ryan's MVP season. He's out to show something. I think we want revenge from the 2010 game. This is the perfect opportunity to do it, to knock you out of the NFC Championship game, and to do it in
Last game of the
yeah,
Georgia Dome.
exactly.
Yeah,
In the last game in the Georgia Dome, and basically, to have it in the last game of the Georgia Dome, and basically the last game of the Georgia Dome sends us to the Super Bowl. It would be very heartbreaking for the city for the last game to be in the Georgia Dome for us to lose,
Yeah.
Exactly. But that's just why I think we're going to win. That's, the matchup. I believe it's going to be a good game. I'm not saying of course, we're not going to beat you like we beat Seattle. I don't see that happening. But okay,
I think for my team, I think we gotta basically, because I know we're gonna try to play our best defense. But I know Julio Jones is gonna get his catches and stuff, so I'm not expecting him to be shut down or anything. But I think the main thing we got to do is take control of time of possession
Mm-hmm.
and like have control of this game because that's what we got to pretty much. I mean, it's gonna be tough to rattle Matt Ryan with that offensive line too. So I
Mm-hmm.
think the main thing we got to try to take. Main thing is time of possession and try to get you guys on 3-and-outs and maybe hold you to field goals, which is gonna be tough. But I feel
Yeah.
confident coming into this game. Like maybe the Dallas game last week, as good as Dallas's offense is. I mean, like I said, they're not as good as you guys when I send my hate week video. So
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be really a competition. It's gonna come down to honestly, in my opinion, on which team really is gonna want a trip to the Super Bowl more.
Yeah, exactly. I would say so. Yeah, I mean, I do think that we can lose this game. I mean, this is the NFC Championship.
Yeah, either team really coming into this game, they could lose. I mean,
Yeah, we could. I guess we could get overconfident with ourselves.
it could
You
happen.
know,
Yeah,
yeah, it's happened before. You know,
that's
shit
kind of
like
what
that.
happened in the Dallas game, in my opinion, because Dallas kind of came in a little bit overconfident because of the number one seed. They had the
Yeah,
bye.
exactly.
They kind of
Hmm.
came in, and then they started to get it going in the end, but it was too late for them. So that's what you guys got to watch out for.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we got to do. But I just believe if we play our best football, we could win this game, and then we could
Yeah,
go.
it's been a long time since the Falcons have been to the Super Bowl. I mean, it's almost going to go on in like
Uh,
11 days. It's going to go on like. Uh,
Oh yeah,
we got
the last time the Falcons went to the Super Bowl, I remember, yeah, 1998.
yeah,
Um,
98. So that was about 18, 19 years ago. So
yeah, and then yeah, we beat the your division rival, the Vikings, that year in like one of the craziest NFC Championship games
yeah,
ever.
that game was super crazy, and also the reason why it was crazy because I just took the whole game away from you guys because if they would have made that field goal from Gary Anderson, you guys would have never
Hmm.
had a chance to go to overtime, take it
Oh
all
yeah, and
away.
plus that
And
was
then
like one of the best Vikings teams of all time. You know, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
you
That
guys just
team.
ran to. I mean, I know you guys went into the Super Bowl confident, but I mean, Broncos were just too dominant that year with John Elway and all those guys.
Yeah, and plus, basically what happened was our star players like Eugene Robinson, Jamal Anderson, Jesse Tuggle were all,
Yeah,
like all like partying late, which kind of pissed me off. I was like, God damn, we make it all this far to 14-1, and you lay a fucking egg in the biggest game. Kind of like the Panthers did last year. You know, they just
yeah.
got too cocky with themselves, and confidence can destroy you. You know what I mean?
Teams right here. Looking at these two teams right here, Steelers and Patriots, I don't see their defense as dominant as the Broncos were in '98.
Yeah, of course.
So
That's true. And plus, getting rid of Jamie Collins was stupid for the Patriots.
yeah, the Patriots did get they were
Mhm.
stupid enough to get rid of him. That's a huge piece for them. And also the Patriots going into the Super Bowl, I don't think they're going to have a healthy Gronk. I don't even think he's going to be playing too, to be honest.
No, he's not. He's out for the season, dude.
Yeah, with the Steelers, you got to watch out for Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah. Um, Definitely, man. Like, I don't know. I feel pretty confident about this game. I don't want to get too confident because
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
like
don't want to get too confident to where, like, you know, because strange things have happened in the NFL. You never know what can happen, you know.
yeah, I just want to see. I mean, I know everybody's talking about the little debate. Like I said for many years, I believe I told you like a couple years ago that Matt Ryan's a better quarterback than Cam Newton. So if the
Hmm.
Falcons would end up going to the Super Bowl, I do want to see you guys win just to prove them all wrong that Matt Ryan got
Exactly, yeah.
him. Matt Ryan can overcome that and play in the
Mhm.
biggest atmosphere
Um,
as the Super Bowl,
I
if that's the
I
case.
also want to say so. I feel like whoever wins the NFC Championship game should win the MVP. Rodgers or
That's
Ryan.
right.
I think that's a fair assumption. You know what I mean? Whoever wins this game wins MVP.
I wouldn't be shocked though if the Packers would win though, and Matt Ryan would get the MVP because he had like almost everything in passing and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the only thing he doesn't have is touchdowns, and Aaron Rodgers had him beat by like 2 or 3, I think. I think you guys as a team though, whether you win or lose this, I think you're just gonna only get better as a team because you're gonna get more pieces on defense. You're probably gonna add maybe one more, maybe. I mean, you don't have to add more weapons on offense, but you probably will because you want to build the offense up even more. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
plus, I think you guys are gonna run. I mean, I can see. I don't see the Panthers being much of a threat anymore. I don't see the Saints being much of a threat anymore. I mean, maybe the Buccaneers, but I only see them as like basically a wild card team. So I think you guys
Mm-hmm.
should be positioned as a team, and I don't think Kyle Shanahan leaving is gonna hurt you any bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I believe wasn't it the last year like Matt Ryan had a bad year, wasn't it? His first time there.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's his second time there. Matt Ryan's putting up these amazing numbers. I think you
Yeah,
said
exactly.
some of the fans of you guys, Matt, everyone was like talking on some of your fan bases were talking like saying like Matt Ryan should be cut or something, or we should move on from him.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people were saying that last year because he didn't have the best season ever last year. Now look at him. You know what I mean? I stuck by Matt Ryan because I knew what he was capable of. You know, I seen a lot of crazy shit that Matt Ryan has done even before this season. And
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I just never thought he played to his capability until this year. You know what I mean? Like I knew he was capable of being this good. I don't know why,
yeah,
but that's just me though. I'm like one of the biggest Matt Ryan supporters because when I was a little kid and when we had Michael Vick, like I thought we were gonna go to the Super Bowl and everything, and I was like, you know, I loved Michael Vick, and then the whole dogfighting thing happened, and then the whole Bobby Petrino thing happened, and then
mm-hmm.
I just almost gave up hope. I'm like, oh, organization sucks, and then Matt Ryan comes in and kind of like saves it all. You know what I mean? And like gets us back to like the playoffs and stuff a couple times. I don't know. He just gave me hope as like a little kid. So that's why I always kind of have some respect for him. You know?
Yeah. For me as a Packers fan, I have two of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of the Packers. I mean, two back-to-back good quarterbacks. I mean, but Favre was like a gunslinger though. Favre was like sometimes tough to watch because you never know what he's going to do. With Rodgers, he tries to play perfect. So
Yeah,
I
exactly.
feel
I would say Rodgers is better than
I think he is. I mean, I'm not no disrespect to Brett Favre because he is a tremendous quarterback, but I just think Rodgers he's more he's more smooth when it comes to he's not going to throw it into double coverage or anything like that.
hmm
I mean, you guys were the team that did draft Favre, and then you traded him to us. I mean, you think Favre was just not the quarterback for you guys?
I don't know, dude. Our GMs and ownership were so fucking bad back in I want to say
Yeah,
like I want to say 1990, yeah, back in like the 90s and shit. Our ownership was like bad and on welfare. We were like almost the Cleveland Browns, sort of, you know, like
yeah,
so. I mean, it was like, you know, I kind of wasn't shocked when I heard that. I was like, oh shit. I mean, yeah, we've done a lot of stupid shit in this franchise by getting rid of fucking Brett Favre.
yeah. I agree, but I think you guys come a long way though as a group. I mean, you guys really did prove. I mean, you picked up, and then you fit. I mean, you picked up Michael Vick. I mean, even before the dog incident, though, he was a pretty good quarterback. I mean, you guys were almost in the Super Bowl. That one year, you almost went to Super Bowl 39.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you just
when we beat the Eagles, well, we should have beat the Eagles when the Eagles beat
I don't know
us
if
in
we would beat the
2004.
Patriots, but it would have been a good matchup probably because Patriots were like dominant. Like they were like just trying to get a dynasty going, and that's when they started. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, I agree. I mean, I know a lot of people say Cam's better, but I mean,
No, he's not, and I think this year proves it.
yeah,
You know.
I mean, Matt Ryan put up better MVP stats than
Oh
if
yeah, not even close, dude. Cam was an overrated MVP to begin with. You know.
If you put Matt Ryan in that situation where he fumbles the ball, he's not gonna stand back like Cam is. He's gonna try to dodge. So
yeah, exactly. I would say so. I would say so. Like who doesn't die for a football?
yeah. Yeah, like I said, for the Packers, I mean, if the Packers do go to Super Bowl, I'd rather play the Patriots because I feel like we could beat either team if we would go. Because the Patriots and Steelers, I feel like we can match up well against them. Because, like I said, neither one of their defense is really that great. So it would be a shootout to be honest. But I feel like we would get the W if we would go to the Super Bowl and face one of those teams. I mean, you guys going into this game, though, you guys got to be a little bit nervous still going up against Aaron Rodgers the way he.
Oh yeah, of course. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Yeah. Going up against one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game.
Confident. What? What's that?
Going up against one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game.
Yeah. I know before the game started, you were pretty much confident that it was going to be us against you guys.
Yeah, I would say, but I would also say that I felt like Dallas could have beat you guys too, but
they could have. I feel like
I felt Green Bay was winning that game.
Yeah, that was a crazy ass game to be honest. I mean, when Rodgers threw that pass to Jared Cook and he just slightly got it in. Both of these teams. I mean, I feel like the Packers or Falcons, the loser or the winner of this game, this ain't gonna be their last trip to get back here. So I feel like they're only gonna get better as a team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but what was I gonna say? What do you think they'll go into the offseason, whatever you do with these last, either you lose this game or you go on to win the Super Bowl or lose it?
I would say we win the Super Bowl. I don't see us losing to Big Ben, and I don't see us losing to the Patriots with how shitty they've been this season. You know.
Yeah. What do you think you would have to do to, like? I mean, you guys obviously, if you would go on to win the Super Bowl, that'd be a good accomplishment. But what do you think you would have to do in the offseason? Like, what needs do you think you would need?
Definitely, I would say linebackers and defensive tackle. I feel like our weakest position is definitely defensive tackle on the team, for sure. I think we're good on a wide receiver. We're good on most of the position. I think we're even good on corners and shit. And maybe another safety or whatever. But yeah, I mean, no, I would say we have some holes on our defense that I still think we need to fix.
Yeah, I agree. And I think for us would be basically mainly the defense because the corners, the secondary mainly because our secondary is pretty much banged up. I think we would have to fill those needs into the draft coming up. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think they said this is like Ted Thompson's last year as GM for us. So I don't know if that's true, but we'll have to wait and see. But
yeah, exactly.
I feel like our game should be the last game, to be honest, because save the best game for last. Because I feel like Brady versus Ben is going to be kind of. I mean, if you want my opinion, I think what the Steelers did with Antonio Brown celebrating in the locker room and stuff like that, I feel like the Patriots might blow them out.
Yeah, and I would say that's going to be a very I think both the NFC Championship game and the AFC Championship game are both going to be very different. I think the NFC is going to be all offense, and the AFC is going to be all defense.
That's what I think too, yeah. And I think that. I mean, I understand why, because last year was the NFC was the last game, so I can kind of understand why they have ours as the first game. But I feel like you should save the best game for the last.
Mm-hmm. For sure, man. For sure.
It was funny though. I mean, because I know a lot of And you're in your division. I know a lot of Panthers fans were talking about like, oh, because Calvin Benjamin got injured, they thought they were going to be even better because with
Yeah,
him back.
exactly.
They ended up being the complete opposite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And another reason why I want this game a lot and why I wanted the Packers, I'm a fan that wants to fight his own battles. I feel that we got to beat the best. If we
Yeah.
want the championship and we want the ring, I feel we got to beat the best. That's why I want to face Bill Belichick and Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? I want to beat the best because I believe if we do not beat Aaron Rodgers again, we don't deserve, with everybody that's out, we don't deserve to go to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I feel like we
Yeah.
need to take this opportunity. It's at our house, and it's the last game in the Georgia Dome, and I feel like you probably may disagree, but I just feel like we're a better team than you guys. And I feel like we need to just take that opportunity. If we don't, and if we lose to you guys, we don't deserve to go to the Super Bowl, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I would say the same for my team because whoever loses this, they obviously didn't deserve to go. So
Yeah, exactly. You gotta, I'm a person who likes to fight his own battles.
I mean, whether we win or lose this ain't gonna change my confidence in my team for the next year's up and coming. I feel like our team for the Packers, I feel like we could get back here and we can make a trip to the Super Bowl. Whether
Oh
we,
yeah, for sure, for sure.
and I think you feel the same about your team because you've seen.
I seem confident. I mean, I don't know. It's just
Matt Ryan's like only. I mean, he would want to go to the Super Bowl this year because he's like 31, and you never know when you're gonna get these. I mean, I know you're confident your team could get back here, but I mean, you never know when these opportunities can.
exactly, yeah. I mean, we that year we went to the NFC Championship game. We haven't been the same since 3 years. And
I thought you guys were going to go to the Super Bowl, to be honest, because you were up by like 21 points, and I thought you guys were just going to blow.
that 49er team was loaded, though. They even beat you.
They were
even beat
yeah.
you guys too, pretty badly.
Yeah, they did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were. The only thing is, though, they weren't ready for the Ravens, I guess.
Well, the Ravens played hard because of Ray Lewis, I believe.
Whoever went out of the NFC, I don't know if they would have beat that Ravens team. They wanted to go all out.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I believe we could have, obviously, but you never know. What's got to be the most heartbreaking playoff loss for you? I would probably say, if I was a Packer fan, probably that 2011 Giants game, because that 2011 Packers team was just like this Falcons team. It was so high powered on offense.
I would have to say that, but I mean, we were also at the Super Bowl year before, so I mean, it kind of eased the pain a little bit. I would have to probably say the year we lost the first matchup against the Giants in the playoffs when Brett Favre retired.
Oh yeah,
that or maybe the 2014 NFC Championship when we lost to the Seahawks with that botched kick.
Oh yeah,
kick by Brandon Bostic.
Oh yeah, another thing is Dan Quinn is 3-0 against Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, it is true.
Yeah,
should be interesting. I mean, but
yeah, and the one time we faced him in the NFC Championship game. So
it's also scary though going in though because you never know when that streak may end though.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you also don't want it to end this week, but you never know.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a hawk.
I feel like, honestly, to be honest though, I feel like whoever has the ball last may end up winning the game.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because I think both of these teams are just—it's going to be like one of those. I think it's going to be even better than the Dallas game, to be honest. I know it's going to be hard to compete with that, but I feel like both these teams are really going to want going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I just don't think Green Bay has. Isn't Nick Perry injured? Like I saw, like his hand is kind of messed up.
No, he's playing. He's just playing on a brace. I think. Well, yeah, but he's playing. It's just that he's not as effective, but he still makes like plays and stuff. But
what about Clay Matthews? I heard he's not the same.
I mean, he's still sort of. He just tries to get double coverage and stuff, double teams, so that we set up for the sacks. I mean, as the team, we are. Like I said, I'm not gonna sugarcoat and say we're not banged up because we are. So.
Yeah. I mean, one guy, the only guy who, well, Julius Peppers, but he's kind of old.
Mm.
One guy who does scare me on your defense is haha Clinton Dix, obviously.
Yeah, you got to watch out, like, because you never know. Throwing his way, he may get lucky to pick it off.
Yeah, that guy,
That's
that
what's
guy, that guy is a hog. But I don't know. I don't think we're gonna target him when I know that Gunter is not really that good. I mean, especially going against.
hmm But yeah,
Game.
I think though,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not gonna be like salty and hope you guys go on to lose the Super Bowl. I mean, if you guys win, I'm honestly gonna be pulling for you guys because you guys deserve it because you beaten
Yeah.
us. If that's the case, and I'm sure you
Exactly.
do
Yeah.
the same thing too.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
'Cause I don't want to see, like I said, I don't want to see Brady get his 5th ring. I don't want to see the Steelers get their 7th ring. I don't want to see. I want to see something kind of new. I mean, either Green Bay get their 5th or you guys get your 1st. That's what I want to see. So I mean, it's going to be like I said, it's going to be an interesting matchup. So, and I know I'm pretty sure we're both on agreement. We both want to go up against the Patriots because we want to go up against the best.
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it's going to, like I said, it's going to be a great game.
Mm. Yeah, it is. It is. My dad's going to the game.
He's
Well,
going to the NFC Championship game.
yeah, a lot of people are going to the game that I know in my family. My cousin's going. My uncle's going.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of jealous. I'm not going to be able to go, but I'm in
uh-huh.
Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta actually right now, and a lot of people are on the bandwagon. You see a lot, more Falcon cars, and you see a lot, like
So they're
Falcon shit in
so they're
stores.
not
Like
like so
everyone's jumping on the bandwagon. you
yeah,
know?
that happens with a lot of teams though. When they start being good, everybody jumps on the bandwagon. Like the Panthers, everyone wanted to be.
Oh
There's
yeah,
a lot of
oh
people
yeah,
Panthers
dude.
fans.
Now you barely see any Panther stuff in Charlotte, but
Are there more? I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's not that many Panthers fans as there were.
I mean, no, not at all. Not even
Is that
close.
more of a Falcons? Is that more of a Falcons state, or is it more of a Panthers? You think?
Oh, North Carolina?
I know,
I
I know it's
mean,
probably Panthers
it's more,
because
yeah,
it's in
it's
there.
definitely more of a Panthers state, of course. I mean, that's their home team.
But you think they're
Mm,
showing their colors though? I mean, now especially that they're not as good as they were last year.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. They have a lot of bandwagon fans, that's for sure.
You know what also that means though, if the Falcons do go on to win the Super Bowl, that means that everybody in your division at least has one. Everyone in your division has a Super Bowl except for the Falcons.
I mean, you mean for the Panthers?
I mean Panthers, my bad, my fault. Yeah, the Panthers. Everyone has a Super Bowl except for the Panthers.
That's gonna be hilarious if that happens, dude. Oh, my
I think the
life is gonna
Panthers
be
fans
so
actually
good.
thought they were gonna get a Super Bowl for you guys.
Yeah.
I knew going into that game though, because it was Peyton Manning's last game. I knew he was gonna win.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It made me happy because the Falcons, I feel like, were such a better team than the Broncos, and they just shit the bed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the Falcons. The Falcons are like that was pretty funny though, because I remember seeing your video on when you beat the Panthers, and they were like, what? They were 14-0 or something.
yeah.
Them,
Yep.
and then you were saying you were like rubbing in their face. You guys like the team. You guys and the Broncos were the only 2 teams to beat them that year.
Yeah. And then what the funny thing is, we actually gave Denver the blueprint to beat the Panthers actually. So
Now, if I may be correct, don't you guys like own all-time record against all your teams in your division?
except the Bucks, since they swept us
Oh,
last
you
year, they have one game, just one game on us.
no, you guys will probably take that back though. So
Yeah, eventually. But no, we own the Panthers all time. We own the Saints all time. So
yeah, that's the Panthers and the Saints. They're really Saints were pretty much. I'm pretty sure you guys owned them back in the days when they had the
dude,
tags up
dude, this may piss you off, but I just read a report on USA Today. You could look it up. It says Aaron Rodgers says others caught bug going around Packers locker room.
What's that?
There's a bug going around the Packers locker room.
Oh wow.
It says, look at, yeah, here, I'll show you the link. Damn, dude, that's gonna.
Mm. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I thought that was fake at first, but yeah, that was on USA Today, and that's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Just hope he doesn't come out pissed off or something like and just
Yeah.
as a field day. That's the scary thing about a duel though is you got to go back and forth then and see which QB will fall apart first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about the thing because like it's gonna be a QB duel.
Yeah, oh dang, that's crazy. That's like on so many sports sites that Aaron Rodgers is sick. Dang.
Yeah,
I honestly don't want to face the Packers when they're banged up like this. I'm the type of
yeah,
guy that wants to beat you guys when you're at your best. Like I won't like if you guys had Eddie Lacy and James Starks
yeah,
and had your original corners in, like I would actually honestly feel better beating that team than beating this one because
yeah. Yeah, hold on. I'll be right
all right.
back. Just give me a second. All right, I'm back. But you said you sent the link to who'd you say you sent the link to?
I sent the Nick to Nick, but I mean
He
he's
said
reading my messages, but he's not joining. I don't know.
I asked him. He said probably be
Bones and
yeah.
Bones said he might join later.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, fuck. Do we have any viewers?
It said we did, and then it went to 0.
Oh
It's like
wow.
crazy.
I guess people didn't want to watch our boring ass.
You don't want
Yeah.
you don't want to go to sleep, I guess.
Nah. It'll get better.
What would be funny though is that I know it'd be funny if you guys faced the Steelers because RG's like a bandwagon Steeler fan. And you beat them, and then you just like rubbing it in his face.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. And then you'd be like, "We beat." Honestly, that's the main thing I would be concerned about though if you go up against the Steelers because you guys are like they're a bigger market team than you guys, so that's why
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't want to go up. But I feel like you guys would overcome that though.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like our team is really fucking good this year.
Yeah,
Matt Ryan's playing at a high level. It seems like Matt Ryan's kind of on a mission,
they would have to call a lot of bad calls in that game if that would happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first NFC Championship game the Falcons have ever been favored in.
Your favorite? Aren't they favored by 4 points or something?
Yeah, I think so, something like that. So I mean, it's not like a large margin, but no, I'm not saying that this is going to be a one-sided game at all, because I don't think it is.
It's gonna be
I
a
do
back
think,
competition.
I do think we are the better team, but I do think this will be a close game.
Like I said, I think it's gonna be a back and forth battle. So, if the Falcons do lose, though, do you feel confident you could get back here and right the wrong?
I don't know, because it's hard to get back to this position. It's not
it
easy.
is. Unless you guys get the first or second seed again, and then have that win and go on.
Yeah, I mean that would be good.
But
it would be nice, dude. It couldn't get any better if we were bringing a Super Bowl the year we were getting a new stadium.
Yeah, I saw the stadium. It looks pretty nice. So.
Oh yeah.
And ain't you guys gonna be hosting a Super Bowl like in the next 4 years or something?
Oh yeah, actually with that new stadium. So, do you think what do you think they're gonna ever do to Lambeau Field? Do you think they're just gonna keep renovating it until it gets or?
I feel like they'll just keep doing that because there's so much history there. They feel like they would never basically change it up a little bit. They may do a few things here and there, but I don't think they're gonna make it look where it's new. I mean, unless the turf is really, really bad and they have to do, that's the only way.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, one thing. One reason why. What I was about to say. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I guess in 100 years they may tear down Lambeau Field or something like that. But I don't know. I think they'll just make a new Lambeau Field or something eventually. Maybe just like a bigger one and more high tech. I don't know. Who knows?
Maybe that's a possibility, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough to predict on what a team's going to do. I mean, you already saw what the. I mean, the Raiders have an excuse though to move their team because their stadium is pretty much a dump.
Yeah. Well, not only that. Yeah.
No offense to the Raiders fans, but they share a stadium with a baseball team. So.
Yeah. The A's play there, right?
Yeah, they play there, and then you could also see the diamond in the middle. So.
Yeah.
Which is kind of stupid in my opinion, why they have that there.
Says he's Skyping for his girlfriend, then he'll come join.
What's that?
Nick says he's Skyping with his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, he said. Yeah, that's he told me that too. He said he'll be in a few minutes after or something.
All right. Yeah. Let's see if I can get any more Falcon fans in here. Gus Bradley is now the Chargers defensive coordinator.
Oh wow! I mean, he's probably a better defensive coordinator than he would be a coach, though. So
yeah,
it's crazy because you got possibly two NFL teams that are moving now, in the last couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
How crazy would it be though? Because eventually their stadium is going to host the Super Bowl. How crazy would it be if your team was in that Super Bowl?
That would be crazy, but I don't think that's going to happen because it's never happened before.
I'm talking about I'm saying the Falcons.
Yeah.
If they were
in the Super Bowl in their own stadium.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. That'd be insane. That's never been done before, too.
Makes history, so.
Yeah.
I mean, we obviously knew the I also knew the Texans weren't going to be the team this year to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what the funny thing is, when us being the second seed this year, meaning we can only face the third seed, the fourth seed, or the fifth seed in the playoffs, depending on the way this, we would have either faced the Seahawks, Giants, or Packers in the first round. So it's like this is kind of like a playoff like rematch, because all those teams like Matt Ryan has faced in the playoffs before, and it was so funny how we faced Seattle again, because if you remember that game in 2012, that one where we beat Seattle like to get Matt
Yeah.
Ryan's first playoff win, that was like one of the greatest fucking games of all that I've ever seen of all time, and I was actually at that game.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, I mean, Matt Ryan really has to prove a point this year, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as he can't show that he just can win one game and then lose another one. So
Exactly. I just don't see Matt Ryan doing that, but who knows? I mean,
you never know in this. It's a crazy game. Like there could be like you could be the perfect team and then you can make one mistake and that can fuck you up big time and change momentum, everything.
mm-hmm. Then does it make you scared that Rogers said he was sick?
Yeah, a little bit, but I feel like he's gonna.
Yeah,
I know he's gonna. I know
I
he's gonna.
feel like he's gonna still put up his numbers and shit.
Yeah, he could be like. It could be like because everybody's comparing him to Michael Jordan and stuff. I mean, it could be like Michael Jordan type of flu game, maybe.
Maybe. I
You
don't know,
know,
but they say that Mason Crosby had it too. You guys just got it as well.
yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to like wait and see what happens on Sunday to see how they perform.
I mean, usually with illnesses, they don't really last like 1 or 2 days. So I mean, I think you won't have anything to worry about. But at the same
Nothing.
at the same time, if it's
Yeah.
bad enough where you have to write an article about it, that's where I think you got to be concerned.
Yeah, I think one of the Steelers players, their tight ends playing with the flu.
This is flu season, so
Yeah, that's true.
mm-hmm.
Well, I know they're going to go all. I know they're going to still play because it's all for all the marbles. So to get to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I said, it's going to be a very intriguing matchup to see who goes to the Super Bowl. And like I said, whoever wins this, they should go on to win the Super Bowl. There should be
Yeah,
like no excuse.
exactly. Yeah, I would love to see. I think Rodgers will get two rings at least by the end of his career.
That's what I
Uh,
think too.
yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I just think you guys need a better defense, obviously,
Yeah,
and you guys need to have wide receivers that don't get injured every year.
yeah, that's what I think too.
The injury bug has been killing you guys.
That's how it's been for like the past, I think like 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know why it happens. Maybe it's because of our strength and conditioning coach. Maybe we need to fire him, and we have to hire somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, maybe that's probably it. But yeah, I would definitely. I mean, that one year when you guys won the Super Bowl, you guys had a couple people injured.
Yeah, that's why it's hard to use that as an excuse with the injury bug because we seem to like overcome it. It's always next man up mentality for us. It seems.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing
For you
that's kind of
guys, it'd be
scary.
something new, kind of, because if you guys have all those injuries, you're not used to it, so you may not know what it's like
Yeah.
until it happens to you, and then
I mean, we
maybe
have a
then.
lot of depth this year. I mean, actually, surprisingly, because like our best corner got injured for the whole season, and our backup Jalen Collins has actually stepped up in pretty nicely. I was like, damn,
Mhm.
I'm actually impressed with him. He played really well last week, and he's got like back to back. He got like back to back picks when he first came in. So
Yeah, I knew you guys were going to beat Seattle. I just didn't know. I didn't think you guys were going to beat them as bad as you did, though.
Yeah.
But I could kind of see why, because Seattle's defense, I mean, they're pretty good, but their defense is also banged up. But I mean, Russell Wilson should have been. There's no excuse for Russell Wilson. He should have put up the numbers that he
Yeah.
is supposed to do. But you guys were just too dominant against him.
Yeah, Russell Wilson's overrated. He's really not that good.
He only won the Super Bowl that year was because they had a really dominant defense.
And Marshawn Lynch too. I mean, plus they had a great, selection of wide receivers: Doug Baldwin, Percy Harvin, fucking Sidney Rice. Who else? Oh, Golden Tate.
Oh yeah, Golden State. Yeah, they
I
had
mean,
a lot of
that team was loaded, dude.
But see, the thing is, though, they could have had two back to back if they would have just been smart and just hand the ball off.
Yeah, that's true.
That was their stupidity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think if you guys go to the Super Bowl, I think you guys will win it, because I don't think Matt Ryan's got the same. I don't think Matt Ryan has the same mentality like Cam Newton would. I think he would come into it more focused and ready.
Yeah, that's the quarterback that he is, You know how he had a bad season last year. He didn't say, "Oh, I guess my time is up." He got his mind right and started training a lot in the off season and got so much better. It's unbelievable,
You know what's funny though is actually that the Patriots fans are, because I believe didn't Matt Ryan play in Boston College?
Yep.
So I mean that would be kind of a slap. That would be a good one to take to the Patriots fans, like just to see one of their former college quarterbacks beat their own team.
Yeah, exactly. If we beat the Steelers, that would be awesome.
That would be, yeah. If you face the Steelers, I mean, you obviously should beat them too.
Oh yeah, I would brag in Ari's face. I would message him again and be like, "Ha ha, I beat you up, and now my team beat yours in the biggest game ever."
And also, obviously, people probably put the debate with Matt Ryan and Cam Newton away if Matt Ryan wins a ring over.
Oh yeah, no question. If they do, then they don't know anything about football. Honestly.
What I saw Cam Newton doing in that Super Bowl just proved to me that he'll never win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, because he came in all cocky with MVP shoes and just played straight shit. He gave the Broncos 2 touchdowns. I mean, dude, the Panthers look back on that game. The Panthers defense played lights out. They played amazing, but Cam couldn't do anything. Cam gave the Broncos 2 touchdowns, basically. With those 2 fumbles that Von Miller gave him.
Yeah, and then he bitches and moans and acts like a sore loser after the game.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why people, support this fucking idiot. He's just a loser, whiny little bitch, and it's just grow the fuck up, dude. You're getting paid millions of dollars, and you can't fucking talk on a podium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think Cam's probably. Do you think Cam Newton's probably the worst quarterback in you guys' division?
No, I would say Winston is.
You think Winston, and then you think Cam's second?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, dude, it's going to be so crazy because in our division, we have 3 MVP quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it. Matt Ryan's going to win it this year. I mean, Matt Ryan just has the numbers and from the regular season, but Matt Ryan's going to win it this year. Then Cam Newton won it last year, and Breeze won it before, so.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I think Breeze, though, he's up in age, though. I think his time's going to be up pretty soon.
Yeah, but he's still throwing for 5,000 yards a season.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, but the question is, for how long could he last in the league, though?
Yeah.
How long do you think Matt Ryan has in him? You think he has 7-8 years?
Oh yeah, if he's just playing like this now and he's getting to his peak, I think he's got another 10 years. I wouldn't say about 10, but he's got a pretty long time.
You know what? Honestly, I think it was the reason why Matt Ryan wasn't playing as good as everybody wanted him to play wasn't because of the offensive coordinator. I just think your guys' offensive line wasn't as good.
Oh yeah, we had one of the worst lines. We had the worst center in the league last year, the worst center, and now we have the best. that makes a huge difference, you know.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I mean, I know everybody was hyping up the Cowboys, but honestly, I seen you guys probably you guys. I can see why they picked you guys as the favorite to win the NFC because you guys had explosive offense, an offensive line. I mean, you guys had a similar. It was not probably not as good as the Dallas Cowboys offensive line, but it was kind of similar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you guys had more weapons on offense though than the Cowboys because Cowboys have like a run game and they have Dez, and then other than that, they don't have other receivers that are like that dominant.
Yeah, for sure.
That Taylor Gabriel, he was a good pickup for you
Oh
guys
yeah,
too.
he was a
And
free agent that we got from like Cleveland. Holy shit, that guy was good.
yeah, Mohamed Sanu too as well.
Yeah, if you go back to that last Packer game that we played you guys, I looked back and watched the game, and what I noticed, what Dan Quinn kind of did to improve and to make us win that game is, you guys killed us in the first half because he was rushing 3 against Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers just picked us apart because he had like all day in the world. Then
Yeah,
and then later in the second half we rushed 4, and then you only got 1 touchdown in the second half. So I mean, you know, I see the thing about Dan Quinn is I don't know, it's like it happened in the Seattle game too. It's just it happened in the Arizona game where, you know, the team comes like they go right down our defense's throat and score a touchdown, and then for the
yeah,
rest of the game they don't do shit. And that happened in the Seattle game, and that happened in the Cardinal game, and that also, yeah, that happened in the Chiefs game too. I mean, we should have beat the Chiefs. Our defense actually played well in that game.
yeah. That's what I think too. Wasn't it basically when you guys were trying to go for a 2-point conversion? You had the lead already, but you wanted to get like up by a field goal, and then they picked it off and they ran it back.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal of a game.
Yeah, we just handed that game away to one of the best teams. But almost beating one of the best teams in the league by 1 point. I mean, that's you can't really trip over that.
Yeah,
Besides, it was I mean, we beat in some really good teams this season. Like we beat you know, we swept Drew Brees, who, I mean, I don't care what people say. I mean, going up against Drew Brees is one thing. I don't care what their record is. We beat you know, the Raiders in their home opener with Derek Carr.
mm,
We beat the Broncos in Mile High. We beat we beat you guys.
yeah,
So, I mean that game only went by 1 point though. But still, I mean, those were two very different teams, you know. I mean, because I don't feel like the Falcons team right now. I feel like the Falcons team right now is a lot better than the Falcons team that you faced in Week 8.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But looking at Matt Ryan's career, I know he's got a long ways away to go. But if you would have to predict on how his career is going to go, how many Super Bowls do you see him possibly winning before it's all said and done?
Probably one, to be honest with you.
So
I
you
don't
think he'll
know.
only win?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to win one nowadays. I mean,
Yeah,
I would love to, but right now,
unless Matt Ryan was in the AFC, I guess.
oh yeah, he would. But yeah, I could see him at least winning one, or maybe 2 if he's lucky. But
Yeah,
at the
if
end of his
lucky.
career, I would definitely say about like 1 or so.
When you're on the NFC side, it's not an easy path to go to the Super Bowl every year, like it is for the Steelers and Patriots, because
Yeah, that's true.
AFC is more competitive and they have more. I mean, I know the Cowboys. They're going to come back and rebuild and be better than ever. I know you guys will come back stronger the next year too. I know we'll be in the hunt. I mean, you got a lot of teams that come out of nowhere and just surprise you. So that's what I kind of like about the NFC is that at least you see something new every year for a team to go to the Super Bowl.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely for sure.
That's
One thing that I was watching what was it, like First Take or something? I don't know. Some of the
mhm.
sources, and they said that with one thing I heard is that the Packers have a 7-1 record this season when it comes to scoring 30-plus points, and their only loss where they scored 30 points and lost was against the Falcons.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you guys really did put up a fight against us in that game. I mean, that was a back and forth matchup right there. I mean, that's
Oh
what
yeah,
I
that
feel like
was.
this matchup is going to be even better because I feel like both teams may
Both.
put up more points.
I feel like both teams are better, honestly.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I think that that team. I mean, you guys still had Jordy Nelson, and I mean, you didn't have Randall Cobb though.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Did you send the link to anybody else other than
Yeah, I sent it to Nick, and he said he was gonna join when his Eagle Speed said he didn't want to join because he's a fag. And
I thought he was going to hang out with somebody else.
yeah, I think so.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You think if nobody's joined, do you think we should just wrap it up? Because I think we said everything we should say.
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, sure.
We'll just wrap it up in like the next few minutes and just call
Yeah,
it.
if nobody else joins for a little bit. All right. But here, let's give our score predictions then. Let's see, I got 28-37 Atlanta.
All right. We're awfully both going to be biased and pick our team because it makes.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, pick your team, man.
I'll say this. I say it's going to be a very intriguing match. I think it's going to be. I think this time Green Bay, because you guys won by 1 point last time. I think Green Bay will win 38-37. So I think that's going to be.
If we lose by 1 point, it's gonna suck.
It would suck, yeah. But like I said, Green Bay is going to be no pushover of a team. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, you guys aren't.
if we do win, I mean, like I said, I know it's tough to get back here. I know it's going to be a tough road for you guys if you would lose to us. But I think, honestly, though, when it's all said and done, I think Matt Ryan will get his Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's this year or in like the next couple years or something.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's going to be. I mean, if he puts up a fight and beats us, I mean, he's earned his trip to the Super Bowl. So
yeah,
no
definitely.
argument for me. Just like there'd probably be no argument for you if the Packers would end up winning.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. But yeah, we're probably about to wrap this up right now, though.
All right. Well, all right. Hopefully, we have a good game this Sunday. It's gonna be crazy.
Like I said, best of luck to your team against my team. May the
best of
best
luck
team.
to you guys. You want to make a bet or something? Or I feel like okay. Let's wrap this up by doing this. Let's make like a not a money bet or anything, but
Profile bet or something.
Yeah. Okay. How about that? Whoever loses has to change their profile picture to the other team's quarterback. So if I lose, my profile picture's got to be Aaron Rodgers for at least a week, and yours has got to be Matt Ryan for at least a week.
Yeah, that's a good bet right there. I mean,
all right.
The bet, and like I said, that's what I was gonna say too. If I for profile pick, like you just send me a picture of which pick of Matt Ryan you want me to have on mine.
Sure.
And then I'll just one.
We'll do.
Whatever happens. But
all right, sounds good. All right, we'll do this.
But yeah, I'm probably about to head off though. Like I said, may the best team win and best of luck. See you Sunday.
All right, see you Sunday.
All right, see you, man.
Sure.